So, my first question for you today is what is your name?
Hi, my name is Dominique Furrow.
And secondly, if you could describe yourself to me in just 30 seconds, what would you say? Go.
I am a fifth year special education teacher part time. I'm a dance fitness instructor. And in my spare time, I volunteer at my church with the special needs group and the kids department.
And how do you identify yourself within the LGBTQ plus community?
I identify as queer.
What does mental wellness mean to you, and why is it so crucial and important in within the LGBTQ plus community?
Okay, so mental wellness to me means actively taking care of yourself. In the LGBT plus community, we have a lot of things that we have to overcome and go through. And especially as a Black queer woman, it's really just all the things that go on in the world that people want you to be or that affect you. It really impacts me and how I interpret and move in the world.
That's good. Um, what cultural factors related to the LGBTQ plus community could impact their ability to be able to engage in their own mental wellness strategies?
One more time.
Could you identify what cultural factors that are related to the LGBTQ plus community could impact their ability to be able to engage in mental wellness strategies?
I would like to talk about the don't ask, don't tell cultural influence in the LGBT plus community, as well as the Black community as being LGBTQ plus. Um, it's very stigmatized. It's in-house. You want to deal with it without other people, other family members knowing. You want to keep it close. So that can really affect your mental wellness and your mental health by not being able to just be true to who you are. And it affects your identity and how you move.
And being like maybe even scared to reach out to someone to even ask for help if they're struggling with figuring out who they are, or coming to terms with their sexual orientation or their identity, having to reach out to an adult or whomever to even talk to someone about it is pretty scary.
Area could be dangerous, just an all around could really take a toll on you.
Right. Um, Lastly, what message of hope would you give to someone from within your identified community in regards to how they can decrease stress and increase their overall health and wellness?
Okay. So, really, you have not even met all of the people in your life that could positively influence you. So, really get to know yourself, take the time to love yourself, become self aware, know what fuels you, what brings you down. And it's all a big circle. You have to focus on your spiritual, you got to focus on the mental, you got to focus on the intellectual, as me and Emily talked about. You got to focus on the full picture of your mental health and mental wellness.
And then that was my last question, but since you briefly talked about the dimensions of wellness, I know we spoke about that. What are what is a dimension of wellness that you focus on or focus towards?
I'd say physical. I work out a lot, and I think that they all actually just impact each other because when I'm working out, it fuels my
It just
what are,
makes everything better.
yeah, it just fuels everything.
And you talked about you're in You're working towards what? Your doctorate? Yes, that is intellectual wellness. And you talked about your being active in the church. That's your spiritual dimension of wellness. So thank you so much, Sissy. That is all of the questions that I have for you today. Until next time.
Until next time. Thank you.
Yeah.